Relaxa, tá preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem, vem fuder, vem, vem fuder, vem fuder,
Hello everyone, welcome to our tutorial. Today we'll be learning about the selection sort algorithm, one of the sorting techniques in computer science. So, sorting is important because it helps us organize data, making searching and processing much faster. Let's dive in. Selection sort is a basic comparison based sorting algorithm. The idea is simple. We repeatedly find the smallest element from the unsorted part of the list and move it to the front. By doing this step by step, the list becomes sorted.
So here's a source code that completely applies the selection sorting algorithm. Allow me to present myself. First, I am Edgar Vicalves, and I'm going to present the first iteration of the code. So first, here is an access modifier that is set to public, and then the parameters that is set to void, meaning wala tay return value na kailangan. So let's proceed to the array list. First, giset na to na atong array is a 1D array and has the data type of an integer. And then it has elements, four elements, that is 5, 3, 8, and 1. Let's sort this in ascending order. 5, 3, 8, and 1. This will be going to be 5, I mean 1, 3, 5, and 8. So, unsaon man nato? First, mag-initialize tawag for loop. Then, sa inside ani nga for loop, na atay gi-declare nga integer variable na I, which is equals to 0. So, after this, mo proceed na sa condition na is I less than the array length, which is 4 minus 1. If true, mo proceed siya sa ato ang process, which is to to assume that the first element inside this array is the smallest. So, kung sa ang value sa to ang I, 0, di ba? So, 0, 0 is equals to I. Then, after ana, mga ta sa inner loop. After na mag-execute na kaninga process. So, sa atong inner loop natay i-declare nga variable which has the value of I plus 1. So, itong value sa I ganina since kay dynamic man siya, so 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. And then, proceed ta diri sa condition. Is j less than the array length? So, is, kwando ko no, is 1 less than 4. Diba? True. So, mo proceed siya diri sa ato ang if condition. Sa ato ang if condition, natay condition na kapag na array j daw ko no, ang array nga nakasunod sa index j nga dynamic ang value, and then is less than array nga nakasulod sa main index na dynamic sa ng value. So, let's proceed. Array. So, naman tayo condition dira. So, if array, ang pangan sa to ang array name, and then i-access nato ang value sa to ang index. So, values tong index kay dynamic man since dynamic. Then, nag-initialize na tag 3 of value ni J. So, atong value ni J sa first iteration is basically 1. So, if array index 1 is less than the array, itong array name, then isud nato siya sa ang value sa kaniya index kay ang main index. So, ang values ng main index I which is 0. Then, nata sa naka-proceed na ta diri sa condition na check na niya na if array index 1 is less than array index 0. If array index 1 is less than array index 0, na if is 3 daw ko no, less than 5, since true man, i-update na to atong minimum index. Itong minimum index na karon kay 3, diba? So 3 na itong minimum index. Then atong i-increment ang value sa ato ang j. Since j is 1 ato i-increment, so mahimong to siyang 2. Then balik na sa condition. Is j is 2 less than 4. If true, kay true man, proceed na po siya diri sa condition. Then the condition says that if array nato karon nga array j nga 2 na ang value less than array yung index nato kay mura gyapon 0. So basically that's just proceed na to sa index 2. So muna yung index 0, 1, 2. Proceed na to sa index 2, compare na to sa index 0. So is 8 less than 5. So false. Dili na ni mag-execute kani nga mismo nga line kay since nag-false man ang ato ang if condition. Then what we're going to do next is to increment j. So ang value na ni j karon kay 3. Value na ni j kay 3. And then check na pud nato sa index 0. So is index 3 less than index 0? Diba? Kay true man. So, since kay nag-true, i-update na to atong value nga 3 to 1. Na naman tayo nakita nga value nga 3 kanina. So, since kay nag-continue pa man ang ato ang 1, looping sa kani nga block of code. So, ang na-find out niya nga pinaka-least minimal value is 1. So, 1 na. After na nag-execute na ni nga kani nga inner loop or block of code, mo proceed na ta sa swapping na part. Dire sa swapping na part, we declared a variable, a temporary variable na mag-hold sa ato ang array I. So basically that's just temp is equal to what's the value of our array I? It's 0. Since i-declare nato na itong value sa itong I is 0. So, since kay napansin ninyo na naka-store siya ani nga square bracket, kay meaning ibutang nato siya sa index. So, temp is equals to 0. Meaning, index 0, kay ibutang nato sa atong temporary variable. And after ani, mo proceed ta sa next slide, which is to store nato ang minimum index sa ato ang array I. So, array I, daw ko no, ang value na sa ato ang array I karon kay kung sa atong na-find out nari nga kuan nga block of code. Di ba? One man, one ang pinakagamay. So, array I, array min index, or 1. So, mag-swap na. Diba ito lang galisdan nga ato ang minimum index for now ay ito ang 0, di ba? Dira nga code. I-assume na ito nga 0 atong minimum index. So, since kay galisdan naman nato ang values atong array ay to the minimum index nga atong nakita diri nga line, mahimo na siyang 1. Gets? And then, if mag-proceed ta diri na pod sa next line, nga gi-declare na to na atong value na sad sa atong array min index kay ang value sa atong temporary variable. So, kung naka-remember mo na nga gi-initialize na to na natay ang atong array I kay ipasa na to nga to sa atong temporary variable, meaning gi-hold niya temporarily. So ato na pud ibutang ang ato ang array, ang ato ang temp ngadto sa ato ang array min index. So temp is or sa value sa ato ang temp index 0, which is ang ganina 5. So 5 man, since 5 man atong value sa ato ang array min index, malis na sad ni siya og 5. So, in summary, mo ni ang output sa atong first iteration sa atong outer loop. And Yancy.
Hi guys, Yancy here at the next iteration. Before we start on the next iteration, let's continue what the first iteration have left. Before he finished everything, he forgot to increment. So let's increment the I into 1 now. So that becomes 1. After the incrementation, we go back here in the condition, which is I less than array dot left, which is 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then the next the value of I is 1. If 1 is less than 3, that becomes true. Next is we initialize again min index into I, which is the value of I is 1 now. Next process is the inner loop. We initialize again j equals I plus 1. That becomes 2. Then after we initialize the j, next is we move on to the condition. If j less than array dot length, that is 4, the value of j is 2. So then 2 less than 4 is true. Then after that, we move on to the process inside the for loop here. The next process is the if statement. The condition inside the if statement is if array index of what's the value inside the j, that means 2 is less than array on what index, in what value, in what index of the value min index, which is 1. So that would be here, you'll see the first iteration. Index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. If array index 2 is less than array index 1, let's look here at the array from the first iteration. Is 8 is 8, here's the index 2, is 8 is less than 3. That would be false because 8 is bigger than 3. So this will not run here. The mean index equals j. We increment j. Now j would be 3 now. Then we go to the condition. Is j 3 less than array.length? Sorry, we've been through. Then we go here in the next process again. If array j is less than array min index 1, on what value of the min index? That will is index 3 less than index 1. If index 3 is less than index 1, so let's look here at the array from the first iteration. Is index 3 5 less than index 1, so 3? That would be false because 5 is bigger than 3. Now we move on to the next block of codes. We initialize again integer temp equals array of which value is inside the I. That would be 1 because we incremented earlier I. Then next process is we initialize array of which value is inside the I. 1 is equals to array of what value inside the min index. The last time we checked, that would be 1 because the program didn't update the minimum value because in the inner loop all the iterations became false, so that the value inside the minimum index is 1. And next is we move on to the next next process. That will be array of what value inside the minimum index 1 equals to variable temp. This variable is 1 because we initialized earlier that temp is equals to array of what inside the value of I. That would be 1. So nothing happened here in the array. After all this inside, after all the process inside the outer loop, we increment I into so now. That would finish my part. Let's go next to the next iteration.
So for the third iteration, we have Elliot Cesar dito is here. Since sa second iteration, CNC, na-increment niya ang I, which is 2 na. So starter sa 2. The I now is 2. So is 2 less than 4? Yes. Oh, less than 4 minus 1, which is 3. So, true. Since true man siya, ang minimum index natin karon, which is I, naging 2. So, for the envelope, for int j is equals to 1. Yung j is naging pareha na siya sa I, which is 2. So 2 plus 1 is naging 3 na siya. So, continuing. Is J, which is 3, less than array length, which is 4. Since 3 is is 3 is lesser than 4, punta tayo sa if statement. So, array index J, which is 3 na, is less than array minimum index, which is 2. So, J is equals to 3. And yung minimum index natin, array index minimum index, is naging 2. So, kita tayo dito sa process, is 3 dito sa index less than 2, which is dito, which is 5 less than 8. So, is 5 less than 8? True. So since naging true mo ng condition dito, ang minimum index natin ngayon is 3. Since na-change na ang from 8, naging 5. So, 2, naging 3. So, increment naman tayo dito. So, J is equals to 3 plus 1, naging 4 na. J is equals to 4. So, is 4 greater than 4? False. So, stop tayo dito. So, ngayon na false na siya, proceed tayo sa second process. Int, mag-initialize tayo sa int. So, ang int is equals to temp is equals to array index I. Yung I natin is 2. So, ang array index natin is 2. So, after that, punta tayo sa second process. Yung array natin, which is 2, is now equals to sa minimum index natin. Which is, dito sa J, naging 3 na siya, so 3. So, 1, 3, 8, 5. So, since na-change naman siya, ang 2 ngayon, maging 3. Ang nasa 3 is 5, which is mapunta siya ngayon sa 2. Ang 8 ngayon, maging 5. Then, after that, proceed tayo sa third na process, which is ang array, which is ang minimum index kanina, which is ang 3. I-change natin sa temporary na natin, sa temporary int. Which is, ang temporary int natin is ang I, which is ang 2. So, ang 2 natin, o ang 3, mag-change na siya sa 2. So, from 5 kanina, mag-change siya sa kanina nating temp, which is 2, 3, paging 2 na, which is 8. So, ang final na natin is 1, 3, 5, 8. After dito lahat, punta tayo dito sa sa outer loop. Mag-i-increment tayo. Ngayon, ang I, which is 2, plus siya ng 1. Na ngayon, magiging 3 na. At yun lang po sa third iteration po ko.
So yun na nga, nag-iterate na nga si Elliot by 1. So yung 2 last value natin is 2, di ba? Which is now it become by 3. So, i-check na natin, like always, i-check natin condition kung true ba siya or false. So, we have here, we have I, which holds the value of 3. Is it less than the array length minus 1? Since we know that array length is 4, minus 1 is 3. So, is it less than 3 Of course, no. Hindi na siya less than. So, as we know, na pag mo-false gani ang isa ka loop, yung lahat na nandito sa loob na to ay mo-X out na. At mo-diretso na ta sa next step. So, now, we move to this another loop or enhanced loop, tawag dito. So, ano naman pagkasabot ani? So, pagkasabot dito is for the each integer gani num na meron sa array, tawagon niya yung whole block of numbers gani kanina, which is our is 1, 3, 5, 8. So, in other words, gi-print out na siya yung sorted na array from before and after. So, this will be the sorted value of the selection sorting algorithm. And that's how selection sort work. Hello once again. So before we actually end, now let's talk about the advantage and disadvantages of selection sort algorithm. So first is we have our pros actually. So the pros of the selection sorting algorithm, that is it easy to understand, simple to implement, and of course, it works well for small data sets. So that's the pros of that. The second is, what is the cons of using the selection sorting algorithm? Of course, first, it is not efficient for large data sets because it has a time of complexity of of what you call this formula of O n is raised to the power 2. I think that's what you call it, yeah. And it makes many comparisons and stuff. So that's the pros and cons of selection sorting algorithm. So when to use the sorting algorithm, that selection, right? So it is actually best for small lists and teaching purposes, of course, like we did right now. Or when simplicity matters more than speed. So while it's not fastest algorithm, it's actually a great starting point for learning how sorting works. So, and that's selection sort. We hope this tutorial helped you understand how it works, its strengths and weaknesses, and when to use it. So,
Preparada pra
thanks for
fuder
watching
sua
and
safada.
don't
Vem sentando na piroca,
coding.
sua piranha safada. Vem, vem, fuder, vem, vem, fuder, vem, vem, fuder. Caixa tá preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem fuder, vem